He's so sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance to the turn.
It's week 12 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Bucky Irving. He's the owner of the third most rushing touchdowns league-wide. It's the Buccaneers and the Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
And we see Daniel Jones take the field, and a bit of a polarizing player, Mike, not necessarily just in New York, but throughout the league. And there's just so much potential. There is so much talent. You think back to him coming out of college. He's big, he's strong, he can run, he can make every throw. And remember, only a couple years ago, he took this Giants team not only to the playoffs, but got a big road victory against Minnesota. So he's shown he can do it. He needs to bounce back from last year's injury and put together more consistent performances than he has of late.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Okay, here we go.
To throw is Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 6. It's now 3rd and 13.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Jones. He'll try to run for it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep, Trey Palmer. He'll take this in back at the 16. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
This pass is caught by Cade Otton. 17 yards on that connection. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll send a tight end in motion. A give. This is Irving. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. He'll look to throw. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen. but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. On the ground, it's Irving. He'll get about 2. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Here's 3rd and 7. They put Adams in motion. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Giants offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Jones going to hang on to it here. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the...
Jones going to hand this to Tracy. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Giants first down.
From the gun, it's Jones. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points. time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it. It's Irving. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
There's Evans. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down. We are through 1. 2-0 is indeed the score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He'll drop to throw. This one caught just past the pylon. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Tampa. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith. That ball there, if you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. The next drive about to get started. Before it does, I want to take a look ahead at what's coming up this week. Tonight, Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Rams. Great NFC battle at SoFi. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, it's the Ravens and Chargers also at SoFi Stadium. And we'll take a peek ahead now. Thanksgiving Day triple header starts with Bears-Lions in Detroit, Giants-Cowboys in Arlington, and a good one to wrap up the holiday. Dolphins and Packers from Lambeau Field. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here's Jones to throw. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Here we go.
They'll run with Tracy. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Giants.
Here we go.
Jones will get this out wide to Neighbors.
Quick, all right?
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
A carry here for Tracy. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. To the back of the end zone, he's got it! Wandale Robinson! Touchdown, New York! What? At the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They put Adams in motion. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. On the handoff, it's Irving. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Giants offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Jones. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On play action, it's Jones. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us? This week, Mike. He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Jones now on 1st down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
2 minutes to go. First half in a 2-point game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Okay, here we go.
In motion, it's Robinson. To throw, it's Jones. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one caught left side by Evans.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Long.
Throwing, Jones. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Jones. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, K.J. Britt. And the Buccaneers are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The visitors' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, we'll keep this one on the ground. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. So we've reached halftime here, and the visiting Buccaneers have the advantage. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Kirk Cousins' replacement, Sam Darnold, a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jahmyr Gibbs, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the 2nd half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the 2nd half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.